Hello everyone, my name is Shohrukh Bek Rasullo. I'm the lecturer from Marketing Management, and today we are going to discuss the importance of marketing mix, and we'll do accent on product mix. So let's get introduced with our learning objectives. I'm not going to read all the objectives. You can get introduced with them after you get this video. So let's start. Marketing mix consists of four elements, which are product, price, place, and promotion. And blending each element, we create our own mixture of our marketing strategy. So, product is one of the most important elements, base elements of this mixture. So, what is product? Product is anything that can be offered in a market for attention, acquisition, or use or consumption that might satisfy a need or want. The term product includes the tangible and intangible attributes related not just to physical goods but also services, ideas, people, places, experiences, and even a mix of these elements. So please pay attention to these tangible and intangible attributes. So the services are also considered as products. From this slide, you can clearly understand the intangibility and tangibility of the product. So the attributes which are considered intangible allocate the product in the category of the services. So here are the per services, where the product consists of only from the intangible attributes. And here are the pure tangible goods, the products which we can see, feel, touch, eat, smell, or etc. So, as well as we have the human anatomy, we also have product anatomy. So, product anatomy is the layers that a product consists of. So, any kind of product or every product that you purchase or that you know consists of three levels or three layers. So imagine that when you cut a product, it has three layers of inner body. So product planners need to think about products and services on those three levels. Each level adds more customer value. The most basic level is the core customer value, which addresses the question, what is the buyer really buying? When designing products, marketers must first define the core problem-solving benefits or services that consumers seek. For example, people who buy an Apple iPad are buying much more than just a tablet computer. They are buying entertainment, self-expression, productivity, and connectivity with friends and family, a mobile and personal window to the world. At the second level, product planners must turn the core benefit into an actual product. They need to develop product and service features, a design, a quality level, a brand name, and packaging. Finally, product planners build an augmented product along with the core benefits and actual product by offering additional consumers services and benefits. The iPad is more than just a digital device. It provides consumers with a complete connectivity solutions. So, marketers make product and service decisions at three levels as well: individual product decisions, product line decisions, and product mix decisions. We discuss each in turn. Individual product decisions will focus on decisions about product attributes, branding, packaging, labeling, and product support services. Before discussing what kind of product line decisions do marketers make, we need to define a product line itself. So, what is product line? A product line is a group of products that are closely related because they function in a similar manner, are sold the same customer groups, are marketed through the same types of outlets, or fall within a price range. company can expand its product line in two ways: by line filling or line stretching. Product line filling involves adding more items within the present range of the line. Product line stretching occurs when a company lengthens its product lines beyond, downward, or upward its current range. So product line filling is just expanding the versions of the product that exist in your line, and product line stretching is adding some more items or decreasing items from the existing line. For example, Head and Shoulders. Would you consider the introduction of a shampoo for men to the Head and Shoulders product line to be an example of product line filling or product line stretching? So it would be product line filling, because they're adding another version of the Head and Shoulders for men to their existing items line. And would you consider the introduction of a luxury chocolate bars to the Milka chocolate bar product line to be an example of product line filling or product line stretching? It would be product line stretching, because they are adding another item for another target group. Now let's talk about product mix decisions. Product mix consists of all the product lines and items that a particular seller offers for sale. A company's product mix has 4 dimensions: width, length, depth, and consistency. So width refers to the number of different product lines the company carries. So as you see from the picture, there are 2 lines. 2 product lines. One is personal care line and food and drinks lines. The width is the quantity of those different lines in the product mix. Length refers to the total number of items a company carries with its product lines. So product mix length is the quantity of each item in every product lines. Okay, so from this picture we can count only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of items in our product mix length. So product mix depth refers to the number of versions offered for each product in the line. So this is product mix depth. In our product line for soap, we have 3 versions of our soaps: Lux, Dove, and Lifebuoy. In shampoo, we have Clear, Dove, Lifebuoy. Product consistency refers to how closely related the various product lines are in the end-use production requirements, distribution channels, or some other aspects. So product consistency is the indication of how close our product lines to each other. For example, food and personal care products are not consistent with each other, so our product mix is inconsistent in this case. Product mix management. The process of managing groups of products or product lines is called portfolio planning. Key decisions regarding portfolio planning involve decisions regarding the choice of the products, product lines to build, hold, harvest, or divest. In order to get the grips with the complexity of decision making, the Boston Consulting Group developed a growth share matrix. So this is the illustration of our product types in our portfolio. The vertical line shows market growth rate and the horizontal line shows the relative market share. So Boston Consulting Group divided our products in our portfolio into 4 groups: stars, question marks, cash cows, and dogs. And they divided those products in these categories in accordance to their market growth rate and relative market share. So what do they mean? Stars are the products with high growth and high share. Profit potential may need heavy investment to grow. Cash cows are the products with low growth but high share, established successful SBUs, produce cash. And question marks are the products with high growth, low share, build into stars or phase out. So they may require cash to hold the market share. If we invest in them in the future, they may become as stars. Dogs are the products with low growth and low share, low profit potential. In these slides, you can also get introduced with the strategic objectives for each type of the products in our portfolio. So for the starts, you can build sales or market share, invest, maintain, increase leadership position, repel competitive challenge, because in the future they may become very popular and become cash cows. For cash cows, you need to hold sales and or market share, defend position, use excess cash to support stars, and select problem children. Strategic objective for question marks is building selectively or divesting the rest. Strategic objective for dogs is only divesting, because they are not going to bring you anything. They can just consume your investments and do not bring any return or low return. Here are some issues related to this matrix that you can get introduced by your own. But we need to move on. So product life cycle. As a human or any kind of living creature in the world have their own life cycles, any kind of product also have their life cycle, and this cycle consists of development, growth, maturity, and declining. So here is the illustration of those 5 steps of product life cycle: development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So in development stage begins when the company develops a new product idea. Prototypes are tested through various design and manufacturing stage in order to come up with the finished product. So as you see from the picture, the sales are 0 because we are not in the market yet, but our profits is negative because we have a lot of expenses. In the introduction process, our expenses increase as we invest in marketing and advertisement, and we have any other expenses related to the promotion into the market. But our sales start to appear and begin to increase slowly. In the growth stage, our sales are higher than our expenses, and they start to climb up to the maturity. And when the product life cycle faces the maturity stage, it doesn't go up anymore because it already gained its market share and there's no way to climb up. So this is the top position of our product in this market. You need to pay attention to the profits as well. In this stage, our profits are at the maximum because our expenses already are decreased for the lowest point, and we we now do not have to invest very much in marketing and promotion products. And after all comes declining stage where sales start slowly go down as our product starts to get old or morally old, or we are losing our position in the market. Product life cycle. So these are the explanation of the things that we already discussed. Every marketers through their career face to that kind of task of creating or developing a new product. So new product development refers to original products, product improvements, product modifications, and new brands developed from the firm's own research and development. So new product development process consists of these stages: product idea generation, idea screening, and then concept development and testing, marketing strategy development, business analysis, product development, test marketing, and commercialization. The adoption of new products. It is important to understand how buyers approach the purchase of new products. The adoption process is the mental process an individual goes through from the first learning about an innovation to final regular use. Stages in the adoption process include awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption. So it means when a new product appears in the market, people start to know about this product through the marketing promotions, advertisements, and etc. So this stage is awareness, and they get interested through this awareness and evaluate those attributes promoted through the marketing promotions, and then they give a try to this product, even though they do not know, or even though they do not really need this attribute. And after that trial, they will evaluate the attributes with their own perceptions and expectations, and then they adopt this product. Here are given 5 factors or 5 characteristics that influence our product's adoption. So these are relative advantage, compatibility, whether is it compatible to that market or not, the complexity, divisibility, and communicability. So when we are developing new product, we need to pay attention to those 5 characteristics. So let's talk about one of the most important decision making stage called branding. Brand is the name, sign, design, or a combination of these that identifies the maker or seller of a product or service. Brands are more than just names and symbols that embody everything that the product or service means to consumers. Some analysts see brands as the major enduring assets of a company. Brand equity is the positive differential effect that knowing the brand has on customer responses to the product or service. A brand with a strong brand equity is a very valuable asset. Brand value is the total financial value of a brand. So that's why we pay a lot of resources to the brands when it comes to the branding. Brand knowledge is the measure of a brand equity and defined in terms of 2 components: brand awareness and brand association or image. So this picture illustrates the brand knowledge and how it is developed. So brand knowledge is developed through brand awareness and brand image. Brand awareness, in its turn, is developed by creating brand recall and recognition in the minds of customers. Brand recall relates to a customer's ability to retrieve the brand when given the product category or other relevant clues. The example for this is when you are going to for shopping, and in your list your mom has written pasta, and when you read pasta you start to think about one exact brand of pasta, for example Rolton or Macfa, Maquis, and etc. So this is brand recall. Recognition, so consumers' ability to confirm prior exposure to the brand when given the brand as a clue. Correct discrimination of the brand as seen, heard previously. Brand image is developed through types of brand association. So customers associate your brand to some attributes or benefits, attitudes they gain through the consumption of your product. For example, when they buy expensive product, they associate it with maybe the premium product category or with the glamorous product category, whether I don't know, maybe the expensive category of your product. And favorability, strength and uniqueness of brand associations. So here are some brand value examples expressed in dollars. This is what you gain through increasing your brand equity. Yeah. Another major decision-making process, brand strategy decision-making process. First, brand positioning, brand name selection, brand name sponsorship, and brand development. Brand positioning requires marketers to make a decision over what kind of attributes or benefits and beliefs and values should a product have. Step 2, brand name selection. So here are some suggestions for selecting a good brand name. So first, suggest benefits and qualities. Second, easy to pronounce. It should be easy to pronounce, recognizable, and easy to remember. Third, distinctive. 4, extendable, because you don't know whether in the future you are going to extend this brand with a new product categories, so it should be extendable. Fifth, translatable for the global economy, which is very important in nowadays globalization. 6, capable of registration and legal protection. The most triggering and the most issue-causing point in these suggestions is translatable for the global economy. Mostly, even in our local markets, we can meet some international brands or even our own national products that have international brand names that are hard to pronounce or that are hard to translate, that we don't even know the translation of. So here are some examples from the foreign markets, some bad examples for brand names. So probably these brand names mean something in their own local language, but not in the global language. If you are going to export your products, please make sure that you are choosing the right brand name. And some examples from our national market. Yeah. So what do you think? How do you spell those brand names that are taken from international language? So this is how les ailes is pronounced in French.
les ailes, les ailes, les ailes.
And Lassetti, as we pronounce it in a daily use, is pronounced in Italian.
Lacetti. Lacetti. Lacetti.
Yeah. So let's continue. Major brand strategy decisions. Step 3, brand sponsorship. So we have 4 brand sponsorship types, which are manufacturer's brand, private brand, licensing, and co-branding. So let's discuss them turn by turn. First, national or manufacturer brand. Products are sold under the manufacturer's own brand names, which is normally done in most of the markets. And the second is private or store brand. This is sponsoring the brand by your own store or distributor's brand. Retailers, wholesalers create their own store brands in order to promote their own brand and sell the product of a supplier, for example. As you can see, Lurpak is the national manufacturer's brand, which sells its product through Tesco brand in Tesco stores. So it contains the same product inside the container. Licensed brands. Some companies license names or symbols and thereby make them available to other firms. Why do other firms purchase licensed brand names and produce their own product under those well-known brand names? Just to decrease the marketing promotion expenses. And co-branding. So practice of using the established brand names of two different companies on the same product. This kind of strategy can be seen in the laptop production as well. For example, when you see HP or the other Lenovo, Acer laptops, you can notice the sign of the label of Intel processor producer's brand logo on the surface of your laptop. So why do producers use co-branding? We know that Lenovo or Acer or HP do very good laptops, but it doesn't mean that they are good at producing high quality processors. So in order to make it visible that their laptop contain the best quality of all attributes, they need to use another producer's brand name logo in order to show that their laptop is the best and contains best parts or best complementary parts that are made by the best producers in the world. Brand development. So you can develop your brand in 4 ways: line extension, brand extensions, multi-brands, new brands. Let's discuss them turn by turn. Brand development strategies include 4 ways. So you can develop your brand in 4 ways. First, line extension, brand extension, multi-brands, new brands. Line extension is using existing brand name to produce an existing product category. So this is the line extension. The major examples of the line extensions can be seen through this picture. As you see, Coca-Cola has created new versions, different versions of its own product category or product line with the use of own existing brand name. Line extensions occur when a company extends existing brand names to new forms, colors, sizes, ingredients, or flavors of existing product category. In this slide, you can see one unsuccessful line or brand extension example of Coke. You can stop and read it in your free time, but we need to move on. Another type of brand development strategy is brand extension. It is using the existing brand name to produce a new category of product. A brand extension extends a current brand name to new or modified products in a new category. For example, Procter & Gamble has leveraged the strengths of its Mr. Clean household cleaner brand to launch several new lines and even launched Mr. Clean branded car washes. Brand development strategy, multi-brand type. So companies often market many different brands in a given product category. For example, in the United States, Pepsi and Coke markets at least 8 brands of soft drinks. Brand development strategy, new brands. A company might believe that the power of its existing brand name is waning, so a new brand name is needed. Or it may create a new brand name when it enters a new product category for which none of its current brand names are appropriate. For example, Toyota created the separate Lexus brand aimed at luxury car customers and the Xeon brand targeted toward millennial consumers. In order to identify whether is it understandable or not, here is given video case. You can watch it and answer for the following questions.
Lead the change. Publicis Zurich presents Swiss International Airlines, the airline of Switzerland. The rise of the discount airlines with ultra-low fares puts pressure on many national carriers to offer the same. It's a price war, with airlines communicating ever lower fares and bigger discounts, fighting to be the cheapest. But all these savings have a cost. The battle to offer less has led to airlines actually offering less. Airplanes have become generic. For the most part, flying has become ordinary, grey. The change? Air travel has become a commodity with low standards. But Swiss International Airlines refuses to give in. The brand has always been the spokesperson for quality and uniqueness. So, to lead the change, the Swiss brand is fighting back as the defender of quality. In Switzerland, high standards are simply expected. The Swiss are known as precise, efficient, focused on detail, discreet, friendly, and passionate about quality. Being the defender of quality is part of the national DNA. So to stand out, we simply had to own what our country is famous for. And we did so with a promise. Our sign is a promise. Signs, you find them everywhere. Signs don't need words. People all over the world understand them. Time doesn't affect them. The message remains the same. A sign can symbolize power, luck, cleverness, love, or just give instructions. A sign can stand for quality and friendliness. Our sign. It says more than where we come from. It stands for a commitment to doing things the right way, for caring that little bit more. It is a sign we carry with a certain pride, because it is more than just a sign. Our sign is a promise. The campaign portrays a modern Swiss aesthetic and talks directly about our Swiss values. Our service standards are high. Where we come from, it's pretty much expected. When it comes to quality, even we lose our neutrality. The only airline that hates being late more than you do. Swiss chocolate on every flight? Don't you just love cliches? The platform is ideal for integrated executions that demonstrate how we defend quality. The results. The campaign runs globally, reaching more than 1 billion people around the world, and has fantastic results. Strongest social media brand in the country. Swissness and quality conscious are the #1 takeouts. Highest ever passenger volume, seat load factor, and revenue. Moved from 8th to 5th best quality airline worldwide. The only European airline in the top 10. And more. Perhaps the greatest sign of success? Swiss is one of only 2 European airlines to grow and make a profit. Swiss is the defender of quality. And their sign is a promise.
So you finished watching the video. Please answer these following questions. So let's summarize the things that we learned from today's video lecture. We defined product and described the major classifications of products and services, described the decisions companies make regarding individual products and product lines and product mixes, discussed branding strategy, the decisions companies make in building and managing their brands, described the stages of the product lifecycle and how marketing strategies change during a product's time on the market. By now, our lecture is over. Thank you for your attention. Take care, wash your hands, and stay home.